Good morning, everybody. Welcome into another episode of Saturday Morning Makes. I think today July 15th? I think it is. Or was that yesterday and today's the 16th? Oh my goodness, I don't even know. But happy Saturday and happy weekend and happy creative time if you're able to take some time to do that. Of course, it is Christmas in July. Christmas Makes 2023 is going along with Saturday Morning Makes as always. And I created a little bit on Friday night, but mostly this morning. I got up early. It's about 7 something right now, 7:50 here in the Seattle area of Washington. And I made a couple of tags last night and a couple of tags this morning. And so I thought I would dive right in and show you what I created. I haven't added ties to these yet because they are still drying, okay, because I just made these. And so I made this little cookie sheet of candy cane cookies, and then I also made this little cookie sheet with all different cookie cutter, like sugar cookies on it. There's a mitten, a tree, a little bell, a star, and then a ginger. And so I'm going to talk first about these tags, and then I will talk a little bit about these tags, okay? So let's start with the cookie sheet ones. I'll tell you what products I used. I did use some of these sprinklets embellishments, okay? And these were given to me by Kathy of Peachy Keen Stamps, and these were carried in her store last year. You could check. I'm not sure if she still has them in her store or not, but that is where I got mine, okay? And I did use some of these on the cookie sheets, okay? And I just glued them down with my Tombow Mono multi-glue. This is the glue that I use to create almost everything. I do use some glues that dry different ways also, but this is my primary glue medium. To create the glitter that you see on the little cookie things, I hope my light isn't too glary. I'm going to tip this up a little further. There we go. I think that's a little better. I used both diamond stickles and this Twinklets diamond dust, okay? So that is what I use. Now you could use any glitters that you have on hand, any glitter glue, any hard glitter that you have, okay? But these are the ones that I used. Inevitably, someone asked me, so I decided to bring them in and show them to you. On the back of the tag, I've already, before I glittered these up, I stamped this adorable little Peddler's Pack baking image, okay? This is a little red rubber cling stamp. You can get this at Peddler's Pack on Etsy. Hello to Joyce and Bernie. They have a wonderful company. They're over in Oregon, and that is where they'll be shipping your products from if you order from them on Etsy. And again, it's Peddler's Pack on Etsy. And this is what that adorable little image looks like. And I might go in and color this later, but for this morning, I just stamped it plain. And then eventually I'll also possibly add a message here or something. But for today, I just wanted that little baking image to show you. So I did that with that Peddler's Pack image. The die that you see on this tag right here with these adorable little cookies is created with the large Frosted Cookies die 1208Y. This is an Anna White die, and these are the larger sized cookies. Anna created this die in a smaller size also, which is wonderful to add to like little hot cocoa tags. On the side of a saucer, you can add one of the little cookies. I asked her if she could enlarge this, and she very sweetly did. And then I didn't get a chance to use it last year, but I wanted larger ones so that they would fill up a cookie sheet like this. So this is each one of the dies on a single cookie sheet, okay? And this cookie sheet die that I'm using, this larger size cookie sheet die, is the largest one in the die set from My Creative Time that's called Cookie Sheets, I believe. Let me move these out of the way so you can see the name. It's the Cookie Sheet Tag Dies, okay? And this is from the January release this year, so a few months back. And I used the largest die, and the largest liner die is what I put on the back of the tag. So those are the dies for that cookie sheet tag here. And then the one with the candy canes, I use these sweet candy cane dies, number 2, and it's MCT D443. Some of you might have the candy cane, the first candy cane die that Emma made, but then she did this one, which has both sizes of the large and then both sizes of the small. So this is a wonderful die set to have. There's so many things you can do with it. I took the 2 smaller dies and I created little candy cane cookies. And my son and I at Christmas, we make a specific dough. It's an Italian cookie dough, and then you roll it in, you roll it out in long tubes, and then you twist them together to make candy canes. And so we make candy cane cookies each year, and then you dip them in a frosting that's really neat. It's like a frosting glaze, and you allow them to dry. So I just wanted to kind of emulate those candy cane cookies on a tag. So that's what this tag represents, is a cookie that we do at Christmas time. That's kind of tradition for us. And then I also pulled out the cocoa and gingerbread tags. These are, of course, from Lili of the Valley. You can go to the LOTV Digi Shop, all one word, on Etsy to find this particular cocoa and gingerbread tags, A5 polymer stamp set, if they have it in stock. They also offer some of the sets digitally, not all of them, but you can check to see which ones they have available. I wanted to mention that on my Instagram, the companies I work for, which include My Creative Time, Lili of the Valley, Peachy Keen Stamps, Peddler's Pack, different companies, Red Lead, that I represent and will, show products from. I do have many of them linked over in my Instagram feed. So if you ever can't find a company, you can either look in the drop-down menu where I often will link companies, or you can go to my Instagram feed. But I would like to add that as long as you put a company name in a Google search or any sort of search window, if you just type out with spaces Lili of the Valley company, United Kingdom, it will come up and give you a location to go to. So anytime I show anything, if you know the name of the company, you can just search and find what you need. So that is these are the little tags that I'm planning on putting onto these 2 cookie sheets. So I just colored them a little bit, and I also used some vintage photo distress just to make them look like they've been baked. But you could also leave them white or do them however you want to do them. So that is everything I used to create these adorable cookie sheet tags. And some of you might remember in the past when I have made cookie sheet tags before with the smaller cookies from Anna's wonderful die sets and Impression Obsession, that I also did a little dough tag where I took the leftovers from cutting out all of these pieces, and I actually put a little grommet here, or a little eyelet, and I added some of the outside layers. I stacked up, I think it was a star. I think I took, here, let me show you. I took the outside layer of the die cut and stacked it like 5 times in gray, like almost like a silver, to make a cookie cutter, and I laid that on here. And I think mine was bigger and I had room to stamp a sentiment or something like that. And then I put a hang tag on this, and it was a really cute tag. I think I also added a spatula or a lifter across here. So anyway, that's another idea that you can also do when you're cutting out these cookies. And they are just so much fun. Everybody always loves any baking themed Christmas tags that I make. And I'm sure when you guys are creating tags, that's something that people do enjoy, because baking, I think, especially, around the world, I would say that the foods that we eat when we're having holidays are important. And so it's fun to make tags that reflect some of those traditional foods. So that's how these turn out. I will add that the way I got the cookies to sort of look dimensional is I did stack them up. And you can stack them like 4 times and actually make the cookie look fairly thick. I just stacked it twice, and I did the center part 3 times this time. So they do have, I don't know if you can really see it, but they do have some dimension on the cookie sheet. And then I just glued the little sprinkles around just to kind of make it look like what it looks like when you're baking cookies. You know, by the time you decorate them, there's stuff everywhere. So I did want to add like a little lifter or some sort of a utensil to this, but I couldn't find the right size for this particular tag. So I need to look through my dies in the basement before I can add that if I decide to. And I did leave some of these only partially glued so that I could slide a spatula or something underneath there if I want to. But again, I'm going to add the tag and as well as a ribbon or something to this to finish it off, okay? But again, I got to wait for the glue and the glitter and everything to really dry solidly before I do anything else. So those are those. And then the other thing that I created, I really wanted to do snowmen this week. This was my snowman week. And so I started out by doing these. And I've done these with gingers. Last year I used craft cardstock and cut this same snowflake, and I stamped gingerbread faces and made little gingers, snowflakes. But this time I really wanted to do snowmen. So let me show you what I used to make the little hollies that you see on these. It is a die that I had for many, many years from Paper Tray Ink. And whatever holly die you have, I just cut it out a bunch of times in different colors of felt and paper. And I stuck it in this box with some of these little tiny, what do you call these little puff balls? But anyway, I just store a bunch of die cuts all ready to go so that it's really easy to add embellishments to my tags as I'm creating them. And so those are the hollies that you see on here, okay? So these are felt hollies, and then I added the three little balls to it to decorate. So that's what I used to create those. And this is the beautiful die set. It's die 1033-0. This is the Snowflake Frame die from, again, this is Anna White's line for Impression Obsession. Good morning, Anna. I hope you're having a beautiful Saturday morning and a lovely weekend. Check out Anna's channel. She has wonderful, wonderful garden videos also. Her and I both love to garden. And she shares her incredible garden. This is what the die looks like from the back. And again, this is what it looks like all cut out, okay? And then what I did was I was actually playing with this die also. And I'll show you what I have started. I was playing with this die, which is 899Q. It's the small snowman. And he's having a little fun with his snowballs being tossed in the air. I don't know if you can tell, but I added some plastic behind him so that I could hold the snowballs up in the air. And I'm planning on making a little card with this, but I haven't finished it yet. And the reason I had pulled this out is I was hoping this hat would actually fit this tag to make my little hats on my snowmen, but it was too small. So what I ended up doing, you guys, is I just hand cut this tag. So I just hand cut a black hat, and you're welcome to take a screenshot of this to kind of get the shape. If you printed this out, you could definitely cut around it and, you know, print it out and cut it, and it would kind of give you the shape. But basically, you're just cutting in a little bit on each end and then making a diagonal cut up and then a cut across. So that's how I did the hats. And then I just added a little piece of paper of a, you know, to make a hat band. I just chose a pattern paper to do that. And I used the same 2 glitters at the top to just make a little bit of snow on the top of his hat as if it had been snowing. Okay. And then the tags that you see, let me set that aside. Oh, and then on the back of the tag, I added a second circle for sturdiness. And this is from the Bunch of Fun circle dies from my creative time. And so on the back of these, you can see where I added a second circle just for some stability. Okay. And then that snowman face, if you are wondering where I got the cute snowman face, it is from my PK3000 Jill Favorites assortment at Peachy Stamps. And this is in stock at the store if you're interested. It has a variety of faces that will stamp the majority of dies that I had in my stash at the time that I created the set with the help of Kathy Jakopovich at Peachy Keen. Kathy and Dave, you know, were so sweet to come back from retirement, number one, but Kathy offered me the chance to put a set together of all my favorite faces, which was lovely of her to do. So it also has little cheeks that you can stamp and then take a white gel pen afterwards and go around them if you want, or you can heat emboss them with white embossing powder. But this is the little face that I used for the snowman that you're seeing today using that beautiful snowflake die. And then the tags that you see on here, this Winter Wonderland and the cute little snowman tag. The snowman icon tag is from this Christmas mini icon tags from, again, Lili of the Valley Stamps, the LOTV Digi Shop on Etsy. And I love that little snowman image. There's also a little gingerbread image in here and all sorts of just sweet little Christmas icons, birthday icons, just different things that you can use to celebrate the holidays. And of course, there's that adorable snowman, which is upside down here. Let me go this way. He's right there. He's a little off center because I used him. But that is the tag that I used from that set. And then I also used the LOTV Christmas tags. And this is the set that started it all for me back in the day. Let me flip this over so I can show you. Mine is missing the top row of stamps. I actually sent them to my friend Elise because she really wanted these, but at the time they were sold out for a long time, 1 year. These are both offered in polymer and digital. And they're, again, Lili of the Valley, and there's an additional row that you're not going to see on my set because, again, I gave it away. But these beautiful stamps are, as you can see, well loved. I've used every single one of them many times. The ones that I've stamped in red ink, you can really tell because they get stained, but it doesn't affect the quality of the stamp. You can still stamp clean and crisp every single time. So photopolymer stamps can discolor over time from the various inks, but it doesn't affect the quality of the stamp and how it stamps. So this again is the Christmas tag sentiments, the Christmas sentiment sets. And so that is the other one that I used. And the specific one that I chose is this one that says Winter Wonderland. So I have both the little snowman icon and the Winter Wonderland on here. And I did just put my tie through the back of one of the little holes from the snowflake. So just a really, really cute, fun tag to create. And snowmen just always make me so happy. I love snowmen. I wish I just feel like there's never enough time to make Christmas tags. And I've been trying to do a different subject each week of July. As we go through Christmas in July, I did gingerbreads the first week, and now I'm moving on to baking and snowmen, and who knows what's coming next week. I haven't decided yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing everything that I shared today. I think I managed to show you all of the products. I hope I did. Again, if you go to my Instagram feed, the companies are always linked in my Instagram header. But if you ever can't find a link, just leave me a comment and I will try to do what I can to be accommodating. And I will try and link things as I have time in the drop-down menu so that you can find products if you're looking for them, okay? Just a reminder that the spatula set, okay, that I used for the very first set of Christmas tags I shared this year, will be back in stock at My Creative Time with the July release that is at the end of the month. So it's a week and a half away or 2 weeks away right now. So that will be coming in stock if you're looking for that Jingle All the Way spatula stamp and die set. And there is some wonderful stuff that I have been working with Kathy Jakopovich. I've been working with Emma. just different companies talking. I also was emailing with Lisa at LOTV at Lily of the Valley in the UK this week, talking about things for Christmas with her. So there's lots of stuff coming your way. So please budget so you can pick up a couple new things if you're interested. I just letting you know there are things coming. And I'm very excited about some of them, very, very excited about all of them, really. And Kathy was sending me some pictures yesterday, and I'm so excited about what she's doing. And Emma, we just finalized the release that's coming up, the last few things, and I'm just really excited to be able to show everything and start working on projects. So I may not be uploading very many videos next week because I'll be prepping for the release for My Creative Time, but we'll see. I do have a Woodblock Wonders project that I'm in the middle of, and I was hoping to have it up before today, and I haven't quite finished it yet. So I may share that before I get started on the My Creative Time release, because I don't have my products yet. I also don't have my my new Diana Markham. She has a wonderful no peak beef. I think that's what it is. Anyway, it's a set that has an adorable cow in it, among other things. If you saw the Stamp It Tuesday, they're going to be, talking about the new set as the new sets that are coming out. And I know my friend Elise some people already have them. I know Elise already has hers. And I've heard a few other people that have received theirs. So you'll start seeing those being shown around the internet. But as one of the ambassadors, I don't quite have mine yet, so I can't show them to you. But as soon as I get them, I'll do a little release video for that too. So I just want to wish everybody a happy Saturday morning makes. I enjoyed everybody's projects last weekend. And through the week as I was watching everything, and I've already been on Instagram this morning and commenting on some of the uploads that have been there. So many cute projects, crochet projects, card projects, tag projects. Just so fun to see what everybody creates. So I wish you all joy this weekend. I wish you all time to relax and feed your soul doing whatever pleases you. And I want to thank you for, of course, watching my channel, for liking my videos, for subscribing, for supporting me. It does help me. It helps my family. And I am so appreciative of being able to share our heart with all of you. So everybody have a wonderful weekend, and prayers and love out to everybody who needs it right now. Okay, we just lift everybody up, those that are looking for things, those that are suffering. My friend Claire, my friend Annette, my other friend Annette, to everybody who has parents that they're trying to help through aging and different circumstances, my prayers are with you. I am doing that also. And aging is not an easy thing. And we're so blessed to be able to help our parents, because they, of course, helped us become the people that we are. So choose joy, and I will be back with you very soon. Bye now.